is our section where we like to pull an item from each of our collections and just kind of talk about it, to explain why we like it, why we love it, why it's there. So I think I should go first, seeing as how I wanted to show
Seeing how
something
this
off
is
that
my
just
channel.
well. To be fair, this follows a theme on this episode for the podcast. So, did you? I don't know if you ready. I don't know if you switched over.
I'm always
for it.
ready.
There
Ready
you
for
go.
action.
All right, so my item for the highlights for the Hoard for this week is something I won in an auction. It just came in yesterday. I think Phoenix might have told him, but something I was missing in my collection. I'm pretty sure you guys already have. This isn't super rare. It's just something I was missing, and it suits. But I won in an auction the original
Hey.
Final Fantasy for the NES. I got it for a little over retail.
How much did you pay? 'Cause I
I
don't
don't
remember what the retail on is right now.
think it was like 30, 35,
Not
somewhere
bad.
around there. It was in an auction. Now, granted, retailing, it's like 25 right now, but I was having fun with it. I was just in an auction, and I got it signed by a fellow game collector that I like on YouTube. That's John Riggs. But it was kind of fun. Again, I was just in there talking with people, and I don't know, kind of partaking in some good gaming auctiony stuff. But I guess just in case anyone, boo boo boo. There's some B-roll. But yeah, just I don't know. I've never played it. I don't know if when I'll have time to try and play the OG stuff, but I would assume it's probably hard for modern gamers to go back and play something like this. But
Actually,
maybe
really
someday.
good.
Yeah, I played a few
Is it
years
still
ago.
really
It's not
good?
too bad.
Yeah. It's fun. And like if you obviously if you're trying to compare it to newer versions, good luck. This is like their last game before they almost died as a
Yeah,
company.
that's why it's called Final
so-
Fantasy. I thought it was seriously
Yeah.
gonna be their final game.
Yeah, like if this and surprisingly they had a miracle fantasy, so that's kind of like what was going on here. It's a good game. If you like it, you know that
Mhm.
you'll like it. But if you don't,
And
it's
it-
just gonna happen. You're not
It
gonna
at
like
least
it.
was something I was missing, and I was like, I'll buy it. I don't care. I want it. But yeah. So that's it. I don't know. That's all I had to show. It definitely fit with the theming of us talking about 7 remake. So
Agreed.
Ooh.
okay.
That's
So
so
who's up
nice.
next?
Go ahead, Metal.
Oh goody. Well, this isn't fit any Final Fantasy like at all. But I do got something interesting. I was looking through my collection, and I always feel like the more I go through my collection, the less stuff I have now. So it's kind of like it's kind of getting hard. But
Giggity.
I did giggity. So I pulled this one out because I ended up finding this
Giggity.
out of I found this guy out of just pure luck. And I remember playing this when I was Puerto Rico back in like 2000 around there, early 2000s, and I ended up like snagging this bad boy called jadecocoon.
Oh yeah.
What in the world?
So a little bit backstory about this game. This game is actually art style is by the same guy who does Studio Ghibli stuff. So if you take a look at some of the art, you can
Yeah.
kind of see it. It's his name is Katsuya Kondo.
It looks
And
like
he does,
it
and
looks exactly like that. Yeah.
actually, it is exactly like it. So, a lot of the artwork, I still have the book and everything, and it's a lot of where are you? The characters is where it's at. Is when you read you see the characters, they have like, the old lady,
Mm-hmm.
and then the girl. You can kind of tell like that's like the style, and see. So it's like, and the funny thing about this game is that the reason why, see, look, here's a really, if this doesn't scream Ghibli, I don't know what doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what does, but
Isn't it Ghibli?
Mike-
No, I'm kidding.
whatever. Oh my god. So like, I played this game in 2000, and my cousin has this game, and I remember playing the heck out of it. It's only one disc, by the way. Just one disc. And I don't know why they did that, but it was just one disc.
To make it look
And-
cooler. Duh.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. But whatever it was, it's just like monster what is it? Monster breeding RPG. That's
were gonna
pretty much
say
what this is.
The
It's like
Pokemon.
it's like Pokemon with monsters and
I thought you were
not
gonna
pocket
say it's like.
monsters.
I thought you were gonna say it's like Monster Rancher.
No. Well, it's not like Monster Rancher, and that's a game I'm looking. I'm looking for Monster Rancher 1
Those
and
games
2
are so expensive now.
because they're so damn good and they're hard to find.
I think I have
Man,
2 and 4.
Nobody
I don't care.
remembers.
I don't care for the
Nobody
later
watching.
ones. 1
Nobody
and 2 are
watching
the
this
bomb.
remembers Monster Rancher.
I loved Monster Rancher, but yeah, like this guy is still with Studio Ghibli. Like he made. I mean, he's the character designer for all these Howl's Moving Castle and Ponyo and from Poppy Hill. So I found this to be pretty cool. I got this for $5.
Nice.
I found this at at a shop somewhere. I don't even remember where. I just happened to find it, and it was like $5 or $10, and I snagged it hard.
Yeah, you can't find
Those
the
are the
deals
be-
like that anymore.
No
Those are
way.
the best pickups. The ones where you can look back and be like, I paid $5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like those days are finally like good and gone now. Like for a while you can still find them, but man, I like pawn shops. They're onto the game. Goodwills are jacking everything up.
Oh,
Like,
it's terrible.
I'm at the point where
Even-
paying slightly over retail. I'm like, oh, I
I've
got
kind
game.
of just held off on collecting. Like,
I'm at the
hopefully
same-
it'll dip
I'm
at
in the
some
same
point, but I've got enough. I can play what I've got for a while and just wait it out.
Yeah. And just to kind of piggyback off that, like I've been kind of like goofing off on OfferUp and stuff, and
Mhm.
man, people are selling games like a Madden 98 for freaking $50. It's like, get the hell out of
They
here.
all think they got gold
Like-
now. Yeah.
Everyone wants this, and not only that, they're selling a lot of games. Like, a
Mhm.
GameCube game with like 5 games for like, it's like you can eat. Like, no, you don't do that.
People do that.
And,
They know.
and they're
they
not
know
even
I,
good games.
A lot of friends I have know I buy games, so they're like, "Oh, check out this dealer," and I'm like, "Oh, I know that person.
Hmm.
They sell everything retail, and they get huge amounts of them. I know
Yeah.
who that is."
Lame sauce. But yeah, that's what I got. Nothing
cool.
super special, but I thought it was interesting. I think this game, as is right now, with the case and the,
You cut
the
out. How
booklet.
much is it?
I think it's like $75.
Holy cow, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right,
Yep.
Phoenix, what you got?
All right. So I know a couple of weeks ago I showed you my video game
Is it a-
CD soundtracks.
It's a
Ooh,
virtual
I love
board,
those. Those are
But
my
I've
favorite.
also started collecting video game vinyls.
Oh,
So-
that's far.
Oh, I didn't even know they
there
had
you
those.
go.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've got a few. I'll bring some of the other ones out another time. But my wife got this one for me for Christmas. This is the Returnal soundtrack on vinyl. Haven't had a chance to listen to it just yet, but I did open it, so I do plan on listening to it.
Yeah.
It's got this cool translucent yellow.
Ooh, beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
I am a little sad, and Chaz will probably agree with this. It does not have the revision of "Don't Fear the Reaper" on it.
Fear the Reaper. Yeah.
Yeah, so a little sad
And that's
about
not
that.
even super faithful. It's like much slower and piano-y. I don't know why they couldn't have
It's
that on
probably a licensing thing, I would imagine, to
Yeah.
have to like distribute it. I mean, a little sad, but just the music in that game in general was really good, really eerie, kind of ambiotic kind of stuff. So we talked a lot about Returnal. That's probably my favorite game of the past year and a half. So
I
Nice.
just remembered something neither of us thought about showing, but both of us got something from LRG recently. I don't know why we didn't think about.
well, because
showing
we were
that
going to
off.
swap copies, right?
Oh, we could, yeah. I don't know. I figured that
Next
was an
time.
easy thing to have on here, but we can do it another
Oh, next time, because I know you wanted to open yours, so I was going to give you mine. So, without going into a whole lot of details about it, we both ordered the same item shipped from Limited Run. His came perfect, pristine.
Perfect
Mine
quality.
came with little holes in the seal, all on the bottom.
And I'm the one that wants to open.
He wants to open it. I wanted to keep mine.
I offered to
sealed.
swap. I was nice.
And
So
swap
we're
them.
going to swap. Yeah, we're going to.
That's what I offered.
I did complain to Limited Run, and they're like, "Oh, well, we don't really count that as damage, but we'll give you a partial refund." So I'm getting like $6 back, which
What?
honestly,
$6 for something that's like 40 bucks? I mean,
well, I get to keep the item. It's a partial refund. I mean, I keep the item, and they just give me back some money for the quote unquote damage on the seal. I feel
Why
like it's
swap?
a little crappy
why
because
$6? Why couldn't they at least give you 10?
they gave me 10% of the price. It was a 10%
that's such an
refund.
Odd.
I'm really kind of torn on it. I'm glad they did something for me, and we're swapping the game, so ultimately it doesn't really matter. I'm actually getting a little more out of it, so I feel a little scummy now, to be honest. But I guess my point being is like the whole point you buy some stuff from Limited Run is to get it sealed pristine as a collector's item. And a lot of people use that almost not as an investment necessarily, but they expect the value to go up and they can, resell it down the line or whatever it is. In a way, it is kind of an investment, whether you look at it that way or not. So the fact that they're okay with selling their games with holes in the seals and that not a big issue, wasn't too keen on that, but is what
I don't want to say this is going to happen to LRG, but it could be it eventually goes the way of a loot crate or something where the quality starts to dip a little bit. You don't feel like you know what I mean? Hopefully not. I'm not wishing that on LRG, but you know what I mean. Like loot crate, I feel like it started to get kind of crappy, and you could tell when they were starting to go under.
We'll see. That was my first negative experience with LRG, barring how long it took to get some items. But I think that was just limitations with productions and stuff like that. But conversation for another time.
I changed my mind. We're not swapping. I'm keeping the good one.
Whatever. I'll just open this one. So, all right.